Welcome. I am Sister Flirtatious Romanovsky of Middlesex, fully professed member of the Toronto Order of Perpetual Indulgence. I'm going to do a quick introduction. Perhaps you've heard of the San Francisco Order of Perpetual Indulgence. Their group was founded in 1979. Please visit www.thesisters.org for their story. They are the foundation on which is built a worldwide network of independent but friendly orders from Australia, across North America, to the United Kingdom and Europe. Inspired by the San Francisco Order, the Toronto Order, or TOPI, was founded by 8 gay men in Toronto in 1981. During their first manifestation, they performed an exorcism on a police station downtown as part of the June Pride Days protest march, a response to that February's bathhouse raids known to the police as, quote, Operation Soap. Both TOPI and the San Francisco Order quickly turned attention to what was newly terrorizing our communities, what would first be known as GRID, gay-related immune deficiency, and then AIDS, and now HIV/AIDS. I took my vows in the Toronto Order in 1983 as Sister Flagellation of Forbidden Fruit. My partner of the time joined as Sister Sadie Masochism. The Toronto Order, similarly to the Australian and many European orders and the early members of the San Francisco Order, manifested in fairly traditional black robes. Most fully professed members of the American houses now eschew black robes for the gayest of apparel. As well, most American sisters and some overseas sisters prefer to appear wearing whiteface, the mask of the sacred clown, typically adorned with extensive makeup, whether a unique signature look for that sister or variations reflecting a theme or an event. At the end of 1986, the barely formal structure of TOPI ceased operation after a survey of our community found too many people could not or would not see past the idea that we were mocking nuns. Sisters within the worldwide orders of perpetual indulgence do not mock nuns. We are nuns. We do ridicule the hypocrisy of the Roman Catholic Corporation and other religious institutions. The last 5 active TOPI members agreed that we would not wear our habits as mere costumes, and our policy was to never manifest, that is, appear in public in habit, alone. And at the time, OPI was just the San Francisco house and the houses in Berlin and Sydney, Australia. So opportunities to manifest with other sisters was virtually non-existent. With my vows remaining in place, I continue to volunteer and minister to the gathered fruitful, mostly within leather fetish kink communities. At the beginning of 1996, for a whole variety of reasons, I moved to Central Ohio. After decades of merely working to cover expenses while serving my communities, I began a 12-year experiment in building a career. Between that in a new relationship, I found much less time to engage with my communities, and I focused my limited energies on local animal rescue groups. That career experiment ended when I was laid off at the end of 2008 as part of that company's significant staff reductions across the country. In 2011, after hearing rumblings of a possible SPI mission forming in Ohio, I reached out to San Francisco and then the new Cleveland Sisters. I also started connecting with OPI and SPI members across the globe, including the 3 surviving 4 founders of the San Francisco Orders. 2 years later, in March of 2014, I announced that I had engaged in a time-honored OPI tradition and formally adopted my current TOPI name. Late that year, I was able to meet a few of the Cleveland Sisters, the Rock and Roll City Sisters, when they came to Columbus for a bar night. Unbeknownst to me, some patrons at that event were interested in establishing a local mission. In February of the next year, I met with some of the founders of the local mission and did a bar hop out of habit. The next month, Sister Flirt appeared in habit for the first time under that name with local mission members. I support their efforts to become a fully professed house within the organization that controls the U.S. trademark of SPI, Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. However, I'm not a member of that abbey, as I continue to live under my independent, fully professed TOPI vows. Founder Mish recognizes me and some other folks as sisters in solidarity, aligned with the San Francisco order, but not eligible to use the U.S. trademark. That's why I use TOPI and generally use OPI when referring to members of other international orders. In November of 2018, while attending the Midwest Sisters Synod in Cleveland, I was finally able to meet and hug Sister So Am I Deluxe, known fondly as Mama Mish from their earlier name, Sister Missionary Position, one of the founders of SPI. Each member, whether as a sister, brother, or some other designation, has their own style combining the 5 S's: silly, serious, sexy, social, spiritual, along with their personal mission, or the work, capital T, capital W, and with an O in work. Even before this latest new pandemic brought a halt to large social gatherings, a variety of chronic physical and mental challenges reduced my ability to be oot and aboot the gathered fruitful. Sister Flirt's online presence is a modern-day equivalent to the street ministry of previous centuries. This ministry is no less vital now than when Sister Flirt took their vows to, quote, uphold the spirit of Stonewall, the destruction of the closet, and the celebration of the body, which bourgeois society has banished to the valley of shame, quote, as well as consecrating ourselves to the delights of sensual and sexual liberation. As 2025 winds down and the calendar prepares to turn, I am in the process of moving back to Southwest Ontario, along with my husband, to be surrounded by the love and support of my siblings and generations of their descendants. It is unlikely that Sister Flirt will make frequent manifestations in whichever town or city we settle, but the online ministry will undoubtedly continue. Visit sisterflirt.ca for further information on the ministry and any future plans I have. Thank you.